Hello, hello. So let's see what we got going on over here. All right. It says here scientists discovered promethium in 1945. They only just learned what it actually does. Uh, is it just like metal? Is it just being hard and rocky? Although the periodic table of elements is an impressive, you're not going to go through the history of the is an impressive achievement of human understanding. Yep, they're going through the history. One such among the carefully arranged rows and columns, one such element is promethium, a new study from scientists at Oak Ridge National Laboratory has successfully analyzed chemical properties of the rare earth metal some 80 years after its discovery. The team used a new technique to create a pure isotope of the element. Then the discovery could make protection of this rare element easier while also increasing our understanding of lantanide or eantanide, right? Because if it's a name, it should be capitalized. So I'm assuming it's eantanide elements in general. The periodic table of elements is a testament to the many millennia of human exploration of chemical world. However, not everything is known about the elements that appear in its colored and meticulously arranged rows. They're really going through the entire, like, I understand the news that you got is very little content. There's no need to stretch it out to the point where now you're just like describing the colors of the freaking the first discovered 80 years ago in 1945, obviously. Promethium is an eantanide. I get that. One of the series of 15 metallic chemicals, also known as rare earth metals, with their atomic number 61. And in the following 8 decades after its discovery, many of its chemical properties remain a mystery. Get to the point. This didn't stop its use. Traces of the element can be found in everything from smartphone screens to nuclear batteries. So they don't know what it did, so they put it in screens and nuclear batteries. Seems like they knew what it did, but studying it has proven difficult. That's because it's an extremely rare element that, well, phone screens and batteries aren't rare. So that decays into other elements, meaning you can only really get promethium from fission. So maybe that's why it's in all those things, because it tends to just decay into other elements. Scientists from the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, a descendant of the original lab that discovered. You really going to go through the history of the lab now? The element back in 1945 implemented a new process last year that allows for the creation of a pure sample of promethium 147, the best promethium. An isotope of promethium, once the sample was combined with a ligand to form a stable complex in water, the team could finally analyze the bonding properties of promethium using X-ray spectroscopy. The results of the study were, I swear to God, because it has no stable isotopes, promethium was the last eantanide to be discovered and has been the most difficult to study. Anything that we could call a modern marvel of technology would include, in one shape or another, these rare earth elements. We are adding the missing link to get closer look at promethium elements. Researchers first created a compound known as bisbyrolidin digcle. When this was combined with promethium, the results are a bunch of goddamn letters. Electron structure created a pink hue, but more importantly, it allowed the scientists to fire X-rays and measure the frequencies absorbed, leading to clues about Promethium's chemical bonds. So they got clues. They don't say that they found out what it was. Understanding Promethium and its bonding properties will help Ornobla produce greater quantities of the rare earth metal while also improving ways to separate it from other eantonides. That's because the team successfully demonstrated the phenomenon known as an eantonide contraction, which explains how as atomic numbers increase in the eantonide series, the radii, right, of ions decrease according to these letters. This creates a specific chemical and electronic signature, and the goddamn letters again. Scientists record a clear Promethium signal, which will help understand the trend across other rare metals. You cannot utilize all these eantonides as a mixture in modern advanced technologies because first you need to separate them. Santa Jansen Popova. Dude's name is Santa. This is where the contraction becomes very important. It basically allows us to separate them, which is still a difficult task. So while the periodic table again, you son of the nothing. I hate you so much, article. I hate you. Anyways, until next time.